Hello everybody, how's it going? What's up? Welcome to another episode. As you can see, I moved a little bit. I was taking a screenshot for the latest episode. It's time to get looting. We've got a dead party member. Darren does not in fact have lesser restoration, but I'm thinking it's a level 2 spell, so we should get it soon. So I think I'm gonna pop the scale. And unfortunately, Woljif will be a negative level until we can fix him. But we can fix him. That I'm sure of. I don't know where his dead body is, but he's back. We got the boy back. He's negative levels. It's fine. We got a ton of loot. Surely some of it's good. We got some blood vials, some masterwork scimitars. You know, honestly, we can loot this all as we leave. Yeah, we got Darren. We got a healer. Actually, you know, if I was smart, guys, I would heal. But we're gonna do this conversation first. Thank you, stranger. The young woman does not look the least bit scared. She got absolutely obliterated in this fight, if you cannot tell. She got ran down by one of the big pig-looking things with white hair and mutton chops. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. You're saving us from those demons, and for your timely entrance, I swear, I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the oh-so-affable master of this house. I'm a friend of Ike's. He asked me to find and protect you. The woman clasped her hands together. Ike's is alive? Ah, he's made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now when the city is under siege by demons. And those pig-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. How did you end up here? Holrune's hounds found me in Wallflower and they tried to capture us. I distracted them and then I lost them in the streets before charming my way into this party. Even if the inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Holrune holds no sway among certain members of the aristocracy, so I picked a good place to lie low, that is, until the demons showed up. She shivers and wraps her arms around herself. Now that's what more like it. So I have inadvertently been harboring a traitor wanted by Canabras's Inquisition. This day wasn't such a waste after all. Do you know where the third of your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone to disguise himself. We had a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. She becomes lost in thought for a moment. I know. I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He'll spot it right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in Canabras's Market Square. Tell me about yourself. I am Aranka, traveling bard and follower of Desna. Many of my fellow bards are rootless misfits who wander the world, unwilling or unable to live a normal life. For me, that's only partly true. I have a wonderful family, my mother, father, grandmother, and brother. Right now they are far away and I'm sure they miss me. But they have always supported me in my vocation and they let me be free to roam because they knew that I couldn't be happy while there was so much of this world I hadn't explored and so many places where people might need help. What can you tell me about Darren, who's in my party, literally right there? About the Count? Her voice drops to a whisper. I've wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings that feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Other than, well, you've probably already heard about the R&A family. All I can say is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one here ever stays long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home. Like someone is watching him, unseen eyes staring at them from the back of his head. Even if his back is to the wall, even if he turns around. I don't know if I believe all these tales, but I'm just telling what I've heard. Yeah, that's the word on the street too. The tiefling hunches his shoulders. This mansion, it's the tastiest morsel in the whole city, but all the thieves are afraid to even set foot in the street. Are you deliberately talking as if I'm not here? Excellent. Like any polite host, I shall return the favor and act as if you're not here either. Why did you decide to break into the wardstone to cast magic on it? You put your lives at risk. Your information could have been trapped set by demons. But it wasn't a demon's trap, Aranka says forcefully. Her voice softens and her expression turns pensive. You know, living next to the world wound and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders, it's very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now, and we have nothing to show for it. I think Queen Gallifrey and the other leaders think that we We can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in perfect columns and send them marching off with a stirring battle cry. We just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline. But we've been marching for 100 years, and it's always one step forward, two steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Holarun are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as the Crusaders' righteousness. We will never defeat the demons if we keep trying to march down the same path. We need to change tack, to challenge our principles, trust our hearts and our friends, and not moldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened and we trusted, and we tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Great idea! Marching in straight lines won't work, so let's go attack the demons in a merry band of hopers and dreamers, brimming with enthusiasm and doing just whatever we like. When the demons see us coming, they'll die of hysterices, and our victory will be complete. Could you get someplace safe on your own? It looks like the Inquisition aren't busting down the doors yet, and they're not just hiding under the bed, so I think I'll be safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to our temple, so Ike's the Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time. I have to go. Good luck. May Desna be with you, stranger. Okay. So,
Smile.
new tactic. Take that away. We gotta reform the strat, guys. The party comp is changing at a rapid pace.
Let's get to the
Okay,
exciting.
I wanted everybody. Okay, everybody. We need to clump up as close together as possible. There we go. Darren's gonna pop a few heals, guys. Come on, Lan.
Waiting's never fun.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Yes. Dude, oh, you should probably make that DC check. The intricate patterns on the harp depict the stars, the moon, and the butterflies, the hallmarks of the goddess Desna. I'm just gonna have Ninyo. Dude, and having, oh my god, our party comp is kind of stacked. I'm not gonna lie. We need a tank. Portrait of Queen Gallifrey Mendiv, ruler of the kingdom and founder of the Crusades. She's not joining my party this playthrough. Okay. When we leave, I don't know.
The road calls me. Can we rest now? No. How about now?
Well, guys, we're running out of space. Everybody's getting tired, and I don't have any. Actually, do you have? I was like, do you have less restoration, dude? Oh my god, I'm so freaking. Okay, what is this? Glitter dust. Okay, that's definitely not useful. What is this? Inspire rage, accept effect. Well, nobody should be inspiring rage. That's for sure. Now let's learn the chicken drum recipe. Okay, we need to drop weight. Okay, we're good. Now, when we leave, I'm gonna collect all, and then we leave. Okay. Okay. So, what do I need to get done? We're on a timer. That's why we're not resting. We're not gonna be able to get the Tower Vest Rod. Let's get Gorm's Mansion, and then we'll run back to Market Square. And then we'll run back to the Blackwing Library. God, I hope I have time, guys. That's all I'm saying. You know what? Let's go back to Market Square. Let's not even. We can. I think. Surely, Gorm won't just like be like, ah. Guys, this is terrible. I don't know if y'all can see that, but we got severe. We are severely exhausted. We are about to get smoked. 100%. No chance we live this.
Can we retreat already?
Is it just one of them? Okay, guys, there is a small fraction of a chance we live this.
Me, all right?
There's a bit of hope. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, Ninyo. Magic missile, please. Overcome spell resistance. Yes. There's a chance.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hit a bless. Trumwellin.
Burn, slice, behead, stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought we were gonna get our cheeks beat in, dude. Oh. Okay, we are absolutely obliterated though. But I can't afford to rest, guys. I just can't. picking this all back up, by the way, the second we hit this map. Okay. Trumwellin carries too much. Who needs armor, guys? Not me. We're just gonna... Wait, she got diseased? She got gray pox? When did you get gray pox? Who gave you this disease? Okay. We need to level. We need to level. That's what we need. We need a level. If we can just get a level, life will be good, okay? Now, I'm thinking we shouldn't get any combat, okay? I just need Trumwellin to run to Holrune, convince him to not kill everybody. And then I think I know where we can find the third party member for Desna's thing. I just want to make sure I get those knocked out. Because, dude, this is crazy. Oh, we move so slow.
So many thoughts.
Guys, shoot. Here's what I'm gonna do, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cut this part of the video out because I'm not resting. That's just a thing. We're not resting. We're just going, guys. I'm gonna cut this part out when I get to people that I can talk to. Okay. Hey guys, so I walked down the street with Darren and I found this guy and he gave me some dialogue. The eyes of a young lad peers at you from under a massive helmet. At this proximity, it is obvious that his armor is ill-fitting and mismatched, and the helmet specifically is either very poorly made or just a theater prop. Pardon me, I saw you with that shawl. Does this mean you're afraid of Arankas? What am I saying? Of course it does. So... Guys, we can't take a fight. We cannot take a fight. We cannot win this fight. Was it Holrune? Oh god. The young man's speech is interrupted by the arrival of a new cast of characters. People in robes of Iomede's Inquisition appears from all sides surrounding him. Adept thrall of the Temple of Desna, you are under arrest for suspicion of treason and aiding demons. You have 1 minute to come quietly. Drag your feet, and we'll count that as an attempt to resist justice. Prelate Holrune appears behind his people. And here's the traitor who almost corrupted the Wardstone with his magic. You don't think that the disorder of demonic presence in the city would distract us from pursuing you, did you, traitor? The youth's eyes go wide and he says nothing, clearly not knowing what to do. Enjoy yourselves, gentlemen! Demons are running amok all over Canobras. Now is not the time for settling scores. On the contrary, now is a perfect time to catch demon accomplices while they're overconfident and letting their masks slip. Okay, guys. I don't want this guy to die. As long as we don't choose the lawful option, we're good. I don't want this man to die, so we're gonna go good because I feel like if I say chaotic, both these are technically fighting words, and I don't think we win these fights. But I'm gonna try to be a good person. You're torturing this poor boy for nothing. I can't stand this. The Inquisitor's brow froze. You bear the gift of heaven, and you're taking the sides of a delinquent and conspirator. Heaven knows not only righteous anger, but mercy as well. Follow the angel's sword, Holrune. I need you on my side. The Inquisitor gazes at the light, not even blinking. His face reveals a desperate inner struggle. At last, he rubs his temples. I do not know why you are standing in the way of justice, but I do not wish to start a spat between the goddess's righteous warriors in this hours of peril. Let this Dezen riffraff go wherever he likes, just as long as it's out of my sight. When we liberate this city from demons, I will see to it that every one of the Ramian's runts and everyone like him will be driven out of Canobras. Come, faithful, we have no business here. The young man lets out a sigh of relief, by the way. Yes! And he watches the Inquisitors go. This is just blatantly unfair. We try to protect the city from demons, and instead of helping us, we get hunted by the Inquisitors. Prelate Holrune will be the death of us all, and there's nothing we can do about it. Anyways, thank you. I would have been done for without you. The Inquisitor has gone too far. I'm glad I didn't let him take you. That's it. I don't believe I'll get fair hearing from Holrune. And if it wasn't for you, I would have been tortured and put to death. But even so, I have my regrets. I think we went too far, trying to break into the Wardstone, and we didn't even save anyone. Chin up, pal. Now you screwed up royally, no doubt. But you meant well, didn't you? Holrune was trying to do the same thing as you, but he killed a whole lot of people while doing it. Is this some kind of competition to find the most useless crusader? And you have appointed yourself the judge, haven't you? The most useless Crusader contest? I think you mean the whole damn history of the Crusades. And the judge? It ain't me, it's Discari. If you care to take a look around, he's already announced the results. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to the Temple of Desna. I want to be alone with the goddess and reflect on all that has happened. Okay. Sweet. Got that done. Save. Okay. That was one of the big things I needed to get. I'm gonna go to this temple, and it's gonna take an hour to get there, so I'm gonna cut this part out. I'm saving y'all some time, and I will see you when we get to the Temple of Desna. Actually, partway through the wall, guys. I forgot the Whole Rune's still here, and we can talk to him. So we're gonna attempt to convince Whole Rune to stay off the killing of people. Well, what brings you to me? So, well, you said most of this. I talked to Ramian. He is not your enemy. He only wants what's good for Canabras. The Inquisitor gives you a black look. I would consider those words admission of treason from anyone else, but I do not wish to draw my weapon against he who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't. As long as you don't do anything worse than conniving with that rabble-rouser Ramian. I won't ask you to kill that rabble-rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from my demons, my faithful will hunt him down. Thank you. Oh shoot. Okay. We already said that line, but he didn't give us this prompt. Don't argue with him. We're better off having him stay here and guard this stupid hole than, well, you know, him being somewhere else and doing something that he usually does. Or that your forces are needed elsewhere. Irbeth Tearblade, warden of the city, is gathering troops to defend his heart tavern to strike against the demons. Who now? Tearblade, that upstart warden of the city? And I suppose I've already been written off for dead? This isn't sedition. This is outright insurrection. I am loath to abandon my watch, but I can't turn a blind eye to such a blatant usurpation of power. We have no hope of defeating the enemy if there's disorder within our own ranks. I'm going over there right now. I need to see what Irbeth is up to. I got the Crusaders to help us. We need all the help we can get, so... we leveled! Yes. Please. Hard save. We're hard saving here. Level 4? Please give me lesser restoration. We're gonna increase his... the decks don't do anything. Sure, I guess. Guys, I'm not seeing a lesser restoration spell. That's a big problem. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought we would get he only gets one spell too.
Rules are made to be broken.
He does. It only takes a rest. Okay. Now we go to Ninio. I'm not changing her from wizard. She's just staying full wizard. She's our brains of the operation. Okay. I need her to like go crazy, okay? I'm thinking nothing fire, because I feel like everything's gonna resist fire. A rain of dirt dealt 2d6 poison damage. This occurs once when the spell is cast. Wait. Okay. She has, look at this, dude. That's just like, it's just like, you should not be using these. A lot of these we can learn from stuff. I'm kind of tempted to take the communal, actually, protection from arrows, you know. I'm thinking protection from arrows. I'm thinking I want to make Ninio a buff bot. Like, I think that's what I wanted to do. Her to be buff bot, and I guess we'll take Scorching Ray. We'll take Burning Arc, I guess. Because like I said, I can learn the other spells from, you know, we might as well open this and just learn everything you can from here. Folgers, can you learn anything? Yo, Ben, just take them all. can't learn anything. No. Okay. We'll level up Woljif. Straight rogue. Who could have guessed? Woljif actually has some pretty cracked stats. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's an insane spread right there. Okay, he does. Oh, well, he has so many points. Okay. This distortion gains 20% miss chance. That seems really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, giving him some stuff to, like, okay, define invisible. 20 bonus. It's all tech, 50% total concealment. Okay, so well, that's just. Does it get broken if he does stuff? Actions directed at do not break the spell. Okay, I think that does break spells. Never mind. I want Woljif to be my kind of CC guy. As much as I like Lan, I feel like we're gonna have to take Lan out of the party. Just, oh my god, wait a minute. His stat array is even better. These are crazy stats, guys. These guys are kidded. Swift action, give him a burst of speed. In him, gains a plus 20 insight bonus. Oh my god. Camilla, need you to be tankier. That should increase your AC. Is there anything that just like lets me get increased AC? I mean, that seems like it's pretty good. This should be pretty good. It should give everybody this bottle awesome move action to grant half his favorite enemy bonus to a single target of his type. All allies within 30 feet that can hear him. We need to get our dex up, guys. We are severely lacking in the dex department. Got some new spells, ranger things, expert magic. Now we add our charisma to our spellcasting mod. Okay. Okay. Well, that's all our levels
Smile.
popped out there.
The world's not end.
I'm still running to the Temple of Desna. I'm going to cut the rest of it out, and I will see you guys when I get there. Bye. Hello. After about 3 minutes, we made it to the temple, and now we're going in. Hello, Ikes. Do I need to? Oh man, that's rude. This exhaust is really rough, huh, guys? Is it after a complete rest? Does that mean that I can like rest for like 5 minutes? Now that you're all in one place, I'm going to kill you. Ixa, Ronka, and Thal sit side by side like sparrows on a tree branch. They seem happy despite all the chaos going on around them. If it isn't our rescuer, it's good that you've come. Sit with us. Stopping for a minute won't hurt, so I'll gladly sit with you. The adepts share a conspiratorial look. We decided to give you a gift, a special gift, one that we would never share with anyone except for a person who has risked his life for ours, who didn't just take a stand against evil, but against injustice under the guise of law. Our gift, Aranka Kudson, is song. We call it Starward Gaze, and it comes from us, from the true servants of Desna. Oh, and it came to us from true servants of Desna, from her domain in Elysium. The song can gift a soul with renewed vitality. Just listen. She then starts singing. Do I get a gift? Can I swap my song for something else? Say cash or even some snack of some kind. Those unschooled in the arts can't possibly appreciate that some songs are worth more than gold. And those who spent their whole lives eating 3 square meals a day, sleeping on silk sheets, don't realize that sometimes a crust of bread is worth more than gold. Paying no mind to Woljif's chatter, the young woman continues to sing. Oh, look, a cow, I think. Blah, blah, blah. You repeat the melody, feeling it somewhere within your heart, and then... Oh, God. This is no surprise to me. This was my first path I went when I first played the game. Pretty good. When the music stops, Trumwellin finds himself in a place that looks nothing like the ruins of Canabras. It all happens in the space of a blink. He closes his eyes on one world and reopens them on another world, one entirely. A delicate twilight envelops this new world, with streaks of moonlight breaking through the gloom. Trumwellin is standing in a shallow stream of murmuring water, deep in a forest. There's no one else around. Garlands of unfamiliar climbing plants twine around the trunks of gigantic trees, and dangling from their branches are vines, woven into what looks remarkably like swings. A carpet of fragrant grasses spreads out on the trees' roots, with islands of phosphorescent moss and lichen dotted here and there. Small, smooth stones with a strange mirrored surface are scattered across the stream bed, not, dude, oh my god, in which Trumwellin is standing. The stones catch the light shining down from the heavens, making them gleam silver and making the ordinary little brook look like a stream of darkness, carrying a sprinkling of stars throughout the night. Trumwellin is sure that he has never been to this place before, and yet it all feels so familiar. Is it a manifestation? Oh, is it the manifestation not of dreams or fantasies, but of a special way of looking at the world that only children possess, where a glint of light reflected off a piece of glass becomes a fallen star, where an oddly shaped stone can be a remarkable artifact, and where every shadow or twist in the path promises mystery or incredible adventure. A single glance into this forest stream brings these feelings rushing back, realizing this Trumwellin. Obviously we're gonna play on the vine swing. The stream of star stone babbles away below. The swings begin to gently move, arcing up and smoothly down again. What lies behind the thrill that this is a simple pastime gives mortals. What lies behind the thrill that this simple pastime gives mortals is the sensation of weightlessness, the hunger of freedom and flight. Whatever it may be, Trumwellin quickly realizes that he is no longer alone. Alone. They come closer, not attempting to hide, stepping lightly onto the mossy carpet, leaping from branch to branch or flittering through the air. The creatures are thoroughly bizarre, as though they were deliberately conceived to try the sanity of every taxonomist on the planet. One has the fluttering wings of a butterfly on his back, another has the tail of a dozen different animals, while the third boasts tresses of streaming water. Hooves instead of feet, and springy clover growing all over its skin. "We have a visitor," exclaims one of these strange creatures, and immediately pushes the swing, helping it pick up speed. "Where am I?" "Don't you know where you are?" asked the creature in amazement. "These are the plains of the breathtaking beauty and plains of the astonishing wonders. But only Elysium is woven for the craving for beauty, from the belief in wonders. This is where you are, in the most peaceful, most wonderful corner of the place of boundless freedom." "How did I get here?" "We don't know how you came to be here," says the creature with a dozen tails, smiling. "Mortals rarely come to Elysium during their lifetime, but here you are, which means that something must have brought you. Something in your soul. If your soul did not harbor even the slightest spark of freedom, yearning, and compassion, you never would have found your way here. Who are you?" "We don't know." Wait, what? Oh, dude, it totally moved this down. "We are Azadas, the children of freedom," says one of the creatures, carelessly swinging from the branches of a tree. "This forest is our home for today. Tomorrow, our home could be a lake 100 leagues to the south, or an underground cave in the Azura Ocean, or a castle of clouds that scatter in the dawn breeze. Now that you know the answers, tell us, what do you want?" I wish I could just stay here forever. The creature with the butterfly wings, who has hitherto remained silent, gives the visitors a serious look and nods to itself. "I smell the burning, blood, and tears of the place you have come from. It clings to you. Your soul yearns for beauty and freedom. That is good. But the souls meant for Elysium would never turn their back on the suffering and strife. You must return where you came from, for now at least. But would you like to take something from this place as a memento?" The question hangs in the air, and though the words that Trumwellin utters are merely words, not a spell nor a military command, they seem to have equal bearing on destiny and life. "Yes, I really want to." The Azadas draw closer. "Take this memory with you. Take this light. Take the knowledge that any pebble struck by a moonbeam can be equal to any star. Take the understanding that you cannot fight evil with clever plans until you have conquered evil within your soul. And your soul cannot be cleansed of evil if it is not free. Take our song, remember it, and it may help you, but only when you are true to that which you brought beneath the sky. Oh my god. All three adepts looked at you wide-eyed. What just happened? For a second, you were surrounded by light, and we heard music, like the music of Elysium itself. Yeah, I had a vision, and I was in this weird place with bright colors and moonlight and stones, and some things spoke to me. The adepts exchanged a look of astonishment. I swear, it's a sign. A sign that Desna herself has turned her gaze to you. You helped us and protected Wallflower from the Inquisitors, even though it wasn't your responsibility. That goodness cannot fail to acknowledge such a noble soul. Sul, we might be getting ahead of ourselves here. There are many powerful entities in Elysium besides Desna, but of course, there must be a reason for it. I'm so glad we met you, friend, and not just because I'd be suffering at the Inquisitor's hand right now if we hadn't, but also because you've helped me overcome my doubts. We will always remember you, no matter what. Well, that's good. That's good. Guys, I really want to do another. I really just want to go Desna now, guys. Knowing how good Desna's path was when I first played the game, like, okay. Well, we knocked that out. Oh, we got to tell Ramian. Hold on. Ramen should be right here, guys. Yeah, we can close out this quest. That's at the town. That's somewhere that we can't go. Okay. Okay. So, we need to go to the storyteller, and then we need to go back to the tavern. I think it'll drag us back to the tavern. After we finish the library, we're resting. We are resting. So I will not get caught lacking in that big fight. I'm not going to run. Kill me if you wish, but I ask that you hear me out first. I can't imagine someone would go as far as to kill you, Ramian. Your gaggle of good little worshippers wouldn't allow such sacrilege to come to pass. Why didn't you think to seek refuge with me? I would have helped, out of solidarity for a fellow Azamar, and to relive that one summer's eve. Darren smiled slightly wistfully. Darren. The priest seems to have only noticed your companion. You were traveling in unexpected company, but to answer your question, I never considered trying to save myself. I wanted to help the people of the city. I refused to idly wait out the storm just to amuse you, not even for the sake of that one summer's eve. Yes, that is a common affliction among clerics, it seems. Now isn't the time for selfish pleasure. Our city is burning and the prelate has lost all reason. Okay. Well, I managed to calm Holroon down a little. He's still hell-bent on driving out of the city once the demon's attack has been repelled, though. Ramian's head lowers. I suppose I should be pleased with that idiocy, the injustice of it all. It makes my blood boil. I will leave Canabras, but not before we fight off the demons. No matter what happens, I thank you. I rescued your 3 adepts. The news has already reached me. I am deeply grateful. Now my heart can rest easy knowing they are safe. I also heard that you achieved the impossible. You convinced Holroon to spare Thrall. Of course, in the prelate's typical fashion, he vowed to run us out of the city once they had been dealt with. Stubborn old fool, but unfortunately his word is the law in the city. So we will indeed be leaving, but as long as the demons are here and the city needs our help, I won't be going anywhere. Irbeth Tierblade, the Eagle Watch, is gathering survivors. You should be very useful there. I fear my presence there would be ill-advised, even though you managed to reason with our mutual friend. The sight of me may reignite his Inquisitor's zeal. I'll make myself useful elsewhere. Alas, the city has many great souls in need of cleric's aid. As do I. Thank you for listening to me and defending me. Now it's my turn to go into the ruins and search people help, and I shall give it. I could use it right now, dog. I could use a good old pat on the back. Shoot. Okay. Well, lads, I don't know what the time on the total episode is, but I think I can safely assume. Let's see. We're recording this one. I'm gonna go for 5 more minutes. And then I'll just chop that together, and I gotta edit this video, and then I'll get it out here, and then I'm probably gonna record one more for today. Probably wake up tomorrow, record another one. Obviously we collect all. We always collect all. I mean, we're already fatigued. Why not just make ourselves overburdened? Okay. We just need to make it to Blackwing Library. 3 hours, come on. No whammies. No whammies. Ah, we got a whammy. Please don't be a bad Whammy. That would suck. Wah!
Yet another obstacle.
Okay. They got the jump on us. Good news, they're going straight for the tank. Bad news, they hit the tank. Uljif. Oh, that's right, he got some different things. We'll just leave.
Distract them from me.
Stab. Stab. Oh, you missed. That's fine. That's fine. It could be worse.
Out of my sight.
Dude, Darren popping off. Hit him with fire there, spider. That should hurt, right? I didn't lower the difficulty, did I? No, okay. I don't know why we're doing so good. I just have this going constantly? Or just like a once per arrest?
May I see your entrails, please?
You won't survive.
Guys, what
me.
happened?
Did you see
What
that?
happened? Why are we so good now? Why are we so good at fighting? I don't know what happened. Like, I literally have no idea. I don't know why we turned, like, the gods. I'm gonna go ahead and get ahead of the drop everything. Apologize for everybody watching this, dude. I know it's getting tiresome. Don't worry, this is the only time this should occur. Because afterwards, I think we're good. It's just I can't rest. If I could rest, all of this would be not even a problem. But the resting takes 2 days, and we got a 3-day time limit before stuff hits the fan. Like, I'm already not gonna be able to get the tower because there's just no way. I cannot do that tower without taking a rest. Heck, I'm probably even gonna struggle in Blackwing Library, but okay. Okay. Take a second to load. We saved the game. We get a hard save here because this could get bad.
Now what is that?
And a quick save. Oh my god, is that Caleb? Dude, we moved so slow. There's my man, there's the storyteller. A stocky knight with a head of messy black hair stands before you, his armor spattered with blood. Oh, excuse me. He greets you with a deep, booming voice. Ha, Crusaders, excellent. I am Captain Caleb Zazamol, and these are my men. I'm about to burn these vile backstabbers and heretics here, these pathetic imitators of the traitor Arlu, who tricked their way into the ranks of Crusaders. The knight nods at the heap of severely beaten people and a strange elf whose appearance seems jarringly for some unknown reason. Zazamol bellows threats at his prisoners, who seem to be in a state of deep shock and utter terror. A strange feeling rises up about you, pure instinct. You don't know what you're about to do, but you're certain it's right. Examine the Crusaders' armor. The symbols. We failed. Take a look at the Crusaders. Caleb is talking too loudly, all while casting sidelong looks at you. You seem to have a similar. You have seen similar behavior but quirks before in liars. Idiots, stop! Heed my command in the name of Baphomet! The words fly out of your mouth before you can even think them. Some gut instincts told you that this is precisely what needs to be said in this moment. And the words hit their target. The Crusaders jump in surprise and look at each other in terror. The corner of Darren's mouth are twitching, like he's struggling with all his might not to burst out laughing. Well, Jiff glares menacing at Caleb. Didn't you know, mortals? We're everywhere! Caleb leaps to attention and barks out, Sorry, I couldn't have known. We'll fix it right away, sir. An inexplicable feeling of righteousness flows through you. You enjoy seeing the look of an oafish terror on the faces of all these Crusaders and his lackeys when you rebuke them for their fickleness. Oh. Stop wasting valuable fuel. If you like burning books, go rig the Great Garrison Library. Our enemies might try to sneak up in there. Step to it now. Darren looks at you, amused with curiosity, and speaks in a soft voice. I do enjoy your sense of humor. It is quite fiery. Mind your fire, or you'll get burned, Darren. Darren lowers his eyelashes with a slight smirk. Thanks for the warning, but I'm absolutely fire resistant. even if the flame is ever so charming. There's plenty more where that came from, sir. I'll do everything you ordered, and just as soon as those crusaders arrive, they'll be dead meat. I'll go make sure that we get make it another 2 barrels of alchemist fire for that great garrison storeroom. Things are gonna burn right up here. Scram. Hello, Mr. Storyteller.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Okay, Trumwellin. He's just being cool, guys. Just the cool guy, you know. He's slow-mo walking the effort. Okay. A blind elf stands before you. He looks extremely strange. His face wears its years heavily, which is unusual for members of his race. Thinning gray hair and a ragged beard, sightless milky eyes, pale papery skin, covered in age dots, and a spine curved by the passage of time. This is not how elves typically age. The youth that graces their face of elves, even on their deathbeds, has totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. That is an elf with a beard, I guess. The worst can be found even among the best. A bearded elf? How very intriguing, if you please. I would like to pluck out a hair of that phenomenon manifesting on your chin. In the interest of science, of course. The old elf holds out his hand in your direction in the perennial gestures of a blind, greeting you with an unexpectedly strong and calm voice. Hello, I am the storyteller, and I wish to thank my rescuers. That is, you, if I'm not mistaken. Storyteller, ha! This is the first I've ever heard of a venerable old-timer like that having a street name. Who are you? The old elf frowns. I prefer people to call me a storyteller. It's very accurately describes the sphere of my occupation and interest. In most of the places I have been, I am known by that name. You have piqued my curiosity. A storyteller? Are you a bard? If so, you should come perform at one of my parties instead of knocking about in this dusty library. A bard? In a sense, yes. But not the type of bard that performs at festivities. I think your guests would lose their appetite after hearing my tales. What a shame, and I was hoping to wheel you out before my guest with your unusual appearance. You would have caused quite a scandal. But lugubrious bards are no use to me. Half the bards in the city are the same. The repertoire is confined to the one about longing, the one that causes indigestion, and the one that's a complete waste of time. I mean, really, how am I supposed to host a party with that? I want to talk to you about something. The old elf responds with dignity and courtesy, but firmly. And thanks for my rescue. I, of course, will render you the service in turn, whatever it may be. However, at this moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. My recent adventures have fatigued me greatly, and I would be grateful if you could help me get to a safe shelter of some kind. The stubborn set in the elf's mouth tells you he won't change his mind. Typical. You do someone a good turn, and instead of saying thank you, they just ask for more help. We can't not help him. If it was up to me, Grandfather Elf, I'd throw you over my shoulder and carry you out of here. This is no place for old folks. Okay, if I tell him I'll help him later, is he gonna stay here? In that case, I'll remain here for now. Wandering the city while it's under attack by demons would be inadvisable for a blind person. Don't forget to take me with you when you're someplace safe. Okay, hold on.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Oh, hold on. We can speed this up. I'm gonna end the video soon. Promise. Let's gotta drop everything, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's taking forever. You won't have to see this ever again. It'll be taken care of in the future. Okay. Hey, Darren, I need you to run. You definitely can be sprinting.
Wow. Hello there.
The keen edge of truth, recollections of Modius to the Inquisition of Asmodeus. These books are important if I'm not mistaken. I just don't know to what extent. How to make money during the war against demons. That's a pretty profitable book, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Make her go over here.
Welcome your company.
These bookcases full of texts of demons and methods of fighting them. Regrettably, the knowledge wasn't enough to save Canobras during the spawn of the abyss. Without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return, the life feats of Lord Axelar Tresbot.
Quick! else we miss all the fun.
I'm always open to ideas.
Some monstrously large demonic blade fell upon the library, splitting the runes in two, leaving an enormous black scar. It is possible that Ascari himself was the one to destroy this building in a terrifying scythe rift carver. Okay.
Skip the pleasantries, if you insist.
There's a book over here. What is this? The Great Library has been turned into a wreck. Sorry, guys. I gotta loot everything. It's, you know, the Varisian Horror. Don't worry, though. I think we gotta fast travel to the thing. Ooh. A nice little padded armor. We're gonna go straight back to camp, and we're gonna... Guio Paula, notes from my travels in northern Avistan. Land. Can you get there faster? No, you definitely can't.
Missed me already.
Darren, wait, why are you standing still? Move it. What? Was that a griffin? I thought they were long extinct in these parts. A fascinating phenomenon. It's a pity this specimen flew away before I could take any measurements. I don't remember that. Well, I hope. I think is that the companion for like one of the DLCs? Trendelev, the Guardian of Canobras. Okay.
I crave for adventure.
Hard save. We're going back home, boys. We're going back home. Hey, Clem. The young man with aristocratic features wipes the sweat from his brow and gives you a coarse bow. Oh my god. Allow me to introduce myself, brother Claim, at your service. Thanks for helping us. We thought we were doomed to perish. Who are you? We're Crusaders of the Order of the Flaming Lance. Orders dedicated himself to the pursuit of hidden knowledge and magical methods of fighting demons. We were in search for our sister Myanmar, the scholar. She spent the last few weeks here working day and night on important research. When the demons attacked the city, we rushed to find her, but it seems she had left the city shortly before the attack began. Myanmar, I don't recall that name, which means her scholarly contributions could not have been significant, and yet her actions do intrigue me. If the opportunity arises, I would like to find out what experiment she carried out. She left the city with no words where she could be found? None. She left in a hurry without leaving any notes or orders. Why? I have no idea. The only thing that may be a clue is this book, the one she was carrying. Then I hold out the leather-bound tomb. Her notes mention something about a stone belonging to the old druids of Old Sarkors. What does that mean? Some stone books. The druids of Old Sarkors, which used sacred trees as books, they carved their secret knowledge on the bark. When the demons came, the druids resorted to dark rituals that turned the trees to stone and the druids themselves into undead, doomed to guard their stone libraries forever. But that happened far from here in the stone wilds. Is it possible that's where Myanmar went? Or maybe she could have been in the trees nearby. I don't know. The stone statue in the library suddenly turned into a griffin. What happened? The statue was carved in Old Sarkors long before the demonic invasion. Everybody marveled at the beauty of the fine stonework. Each feather was practically lifelike. They would say the griffin looked like it was able to spread its wing and take flight, but no one thought it would actually happen, of course. Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Having said that, I do have an inkling of an idea. The knight rubs his chin. There was a legend that in Sarkors that mentioned an ancient chieftain who could turn into a beast and who vanquished countless enemies, but one day he just vanished. It claimed he was sleeping somewhere, but would wake one day to save Sarkors from a terrible fate. Everybody thought it was just a tall tale. Obviously, no shape-shifting chieftain showed up to stop the demonic horde. Perhaps the statue was the same person slumbering in stone, waking up only now that a demonic lord had come really close. He shrugs. Don't take my word for it. It's just a guess. Open, get a chance to take a look at that griffin. How'd you end up in this trap? The traders met us at the door, and they seemed faithful, passionate crusaders. We didn't suspect anything until they attacked us from behind, knocked us out. We didn't expect trickery. Most of our brethren are dead, and we were desperately trying to believe this man who was a fellow crusader. While we were conscious, they removed our armor and put us on a pile of books. What blasphemy. Ain't it always that way? You start thinking you might be able to trust a fella, and boom, he goes and stabs you in the back. Hey, man, I need you to stop talking like that, okay? Really need you to stop just dropping those, you know? I don't want to get stabbed, brother. Who's the elf with you? Is he a crusader as well? No, he calls himself the storyteller. He only arrived in Canobras. We often saw him in the library. He was interested in the writings about early Sarkors and the era before that. It seems a traitor caught him in the library and decided to kill him along with the rest of us. The young man's voice drops to a polite murmur. Have you noticed that he's a little odd, even from Canobras, where you meet the strangest people from the globe? Have you ever seen such a decrepit elf before? Not just like old, but ancient, with a gray beard like that? Elves don't tend to grow beards. They don't tend to have wrinkles either. An elf with wrinkles and a beard, a detestable absurdity. Hold on there. A beard isn't the worst thing a person can have growing on their face. You should see some of the people back in my village. The worst thing that's growing on your face is your mouth. Please try to open it less often. Len clenches his teeth and turns away with a dismissive hand. Jesus. Go to Defender's Heart. There are fighters back there that are gathering. The city still fights. What incredible news. We will go sanctuaries guarded by our brothers and sisters. We will bring them back to the finished hearth. Okay, guys. I'm ending the video here. Wow, this video is way too long. This should be a video in and of itself. This is gonna be an hour-long video. I do apologize for hour-long video. It just happens. It just happens, and now I'm gonna cut it all together. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next episode, we're going back to the tavern. Hopefully, we're not gonna get jumped. If we do, it happens. If we get attacked at the tavern, that episode's gonna be really long, and I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.